Good evening everyone. It's Monday and I have just come back from my shift. It was a busy one. It was really busy. I was on the antenatal ward, but I had a mix of antenatal and postnatals, and it was just a lot. I feel like everyone needed everything right at the same exact moment, which wasn't ideal, but had a good day, had a good team, which was nice. I'm back in tomorrow night, which means I do get to have a lie-in tomorrow morning, which I'm very excited about. I have just watched some of the Olympics with my dad. We were watching the figure skating results. Figure skating is absolutely insane. How do they launch each other across the ice? One, without falling very often, but two, looking so pristine and so like clean and flawless and effortless. Find that insane. But that was very, very fun to watch. Good afternoon everyone, it is Tuesday and I am on a night shift today. As you saw, I have spent the morning just catching up on YouTube videos and doing some word search, which is the best way to start the day in my opinion. I'm going to try my best to vlog something on my night shift, just so that you kind of get a little bit more of an understanding of how these go. Today is actually pancake day. I have only just realised. I think I might make some for dinner actually.
Between the train and the platform.
I have arrived at work, I have gotten changed, and now I've got roughly 5 to 10 minutes before my shift starts. Good morning everyone. I am back from work and of course I didn't update you. I basically got to work, you saw me get changed, went to the staff room, and then we were trying to figure out who was going to work where because it hadn't been allocated. I ended up working on the antenatal ward again because I was there yesterday. My shift actually went really well. I had the same ladies and everyone was doing okay. No dramas throughout the night. Quite busy at the start just because everyone needed to have their baby monitoring. I had to give some antibiotics, make sure everyone was okay. I have had my mango on my way home. I have had my breakfast, so we had quite a few crepes left, so I had that. And now I'm going to shower and get into bed and have some sleep before doing it all over again tonight. Good evening everyone. I have woken up from my nap. I have eaten, I have gotten changed. Here we go again. Thankfully, my dad is offering me a lift to work, which is so nice. So at least I don't have to do my usual commute. I can just get in the car, be comfortable. We've made it to work. Let's start manifesting. We have a good, chill shift.
Hey, come on. You're used to this, you're used to this. It's nothing new. There'll be music on the top. Yes, they're all the same. This one is...
Wow.
Baklava.
Good morning, it is now Friday. I did not vlog yesterday, I didn't update you on my shift. It was probably a shift from hell. I think that was the shift where I was like, I have worked so hard tonight, like I have earned my money. It was just so busy. So I was on the antenatal ward, my patients, everyone was fine. However, the patients next door in one of the bays, they were all popping off. Definitely a very, very intense shift. And then I came back, obviously went to bed. I made my sister some granola because she wanted some, because I am the family granola maker. We went out for dinner. We went to the Lebanese right next to my house and it was really, really good. Very, very good food. Best news ever. When we were younger, we had 2 cameras that kind of just disappear from the face of the earth. I thought they would be in a particular cupboard, which they were not. So I've basically been trying to look for a camera. I didn't settle on what type of camera I wanted. I didn't know if I wanted it digital or film. I don't know if I wanted it to be retro or like quite new. Lo and behold, my brother had both cameras in his room for the past 6-7 months. We've got a Canon S95 and we have a Canon digital IXUS 50. So these are the 2 cameras that I'm going to be bringing with me on my trip. Today is very much a getting our shit together day. Usually my getting my shit together days are on Saturdays, but because we're leaving today, it falls for today. So I have made myself quite a long to-do list. Here she is. So on the to-do list, we have to import my videos for my vlog that's coming out on Saturday. So I'm going to try and edit today and on the plane. I need to complete my arrival card for when I land. I need to make up my personal bag. I need to add my passports to my bag. I need to continue packing. So I have decided that I'm going to be putting my small suitcase inside my big suitcase. So I just need to finish all of that. I need to put my AirTag into my suitcase. It's currently living on my keys, so that needs to be put in my suitcase. I need to take my chargers, take my perfumes. I need to undo my work bag and definitely put my uniform in the wash because she needs washing. And last thing on my list is to charge my camera batteries, which we are waiting for the charger to arrive before doing that. Right, we are back to hopefully finish packing. It's currently looking like a hot mess, but I now have my big suitcase. So the plan is to fill my little suitcase with as much of my clothes as possible and then put my little suitcase inside my big one. Right, update, we have finished the suitcase. She is there packed after many breakdowns, if I'm 100% honest with you, because it was too heavy. So I've had to sacrifice some stuff, but that's fine, it's okay. On the flight, I think we're in hour 3 or 4, and we had dinner, which is actually really, really good. Would highly recommend. I literally fell asleep straight after takeoff. Thankfully woke up just before food came round, had my dinner, and now I'm going to go back to sleep. I think during this flight, because it's the long one, I'm going to sleep as much as possible, and then for my next flight, which is only 2 hours, I think, I'm going to stay up and edit. Hi friends, we have landed in Beijing for our layover, and we obviously landed quite a while ago. We landed like 2 hours ago, and now we are waiting for our flight, which has been delayed by an hour, which is highly annoying. But apparently we're only landing 20 minutes later than scheduled, which really isn't bad. But yeah, we're just waiting for our flight to be ready to take us. Hi guys, I'm gonna give you my media recap now. I should have done it earlier because this is technically a new vlog, but let me give you the lowdown. So, TV shows, I have been slacking this week. I haven't really been watching much. The only thing I have been watching is a French series called Les Lions, which in English is called Cash Queens. It's about these 3 friends plus someone who joins them who rob a bank because they all are in severe need of money, and it basically talks about how they do it and kind of the situation they find themselves in. And it's really funny, like it's a funny witty series that I have been enjoying. I'm 4 episodes in. I don't think it's a very long series, so I think I might be either halfway or more through the series already. And then I have watched the first episode of the Singles Inferno reunion. Very interesting. The teaser was how she had said, oh, I lend all the girls my bikinis and stuff, and she's basically talking about Minji, and obviously she gets to see that and she's like, if you're going to say something like that, you shouldn't have lent them to me in the first place. And it gets a little bit heated, but I think it's a good way for Minasu to realise that the way she's being perceived is that way for a reason. Now that she's watching it back, she understands where we're coming from. Moving on to music, I have been listening to my Amine set list again, which I'm obviously enjoying very much. I've also been listening to The Boy Who Played the Harp. I am still listening to my chill mix. On the plane, I listen to quite a lot of things. I listen to Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish. I listen to Bad Bunny, of course, DTMF, and Un Verano Sin Ti. I also listen to Dance No One's Watching by Ezra Collective, and also my Hard Life set list. Moving on to books, I have started Dear Debbie by Frida McFadden, 1 chapter in, so I've got no clue what this book is going to be about. All I know is that Debbie is a mum, and the very first chapter, or the beginning of the chapter, is her getting sent a letter. So it kind of gives the vibe that Debbie has some sort of blog or something, or podcast or something, where her viewers / readers send in their scenarios and she helps them. That's the vibe I'm getting. Whether that is true or I am so far away from what is going to happen, who knows? We'll keep reading and I'll let you know. That has been everything for my media recap. I hope you have enjoyed this vlog that has been all over the place, and I will see you next week for the first episode of Soul Searching. Bye.